well, that seems safe. But the Atticus is like, yeah, even though you just spent like several minutes just like cutting my fucking flesh to get the jelly beans out, which I appreciate getting the jelly beans out. I gotta regrow this fur. I don't trust that bitch. I do not trust her in any capacity. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video.
Infinity Train.
Now, my friends, we must get to my next review chat. Infinity Train, Episode 7, The Chrome Car. All right, after their shenanigans, the unfinished car, where 1-1 almost fucking destroyed an entire Ninja Turtle society, chat, as well as Tulip and Atticus as too. It would have been awful, chat. They've had a relaxing time. They spent some time in the jelly bean car, chat. We've had many jelly beans. They have sustained themselves on it for quite some time, and they've exited the car. Poor fucking Atticus. He's got a ton of goddamn jelly beans inside. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible, chat. Absolutely horrible for him. And then, actually, wait a minute. No, is this the jelly bean? Yes, this is the jelly bean car. Yes, I'm confusing my episodes. And so, yeah, they go and they just exited the jelly bean car. He's having a great goddamn time. He's covered in jelly beans. She has to cut him out. She has to cut him out of Atticus's mane, his fur, chat. And she cuts him a little bit. He's like, ah! He's okay, chat. The jelly beans were just embedded in his goddamn flesh, so they had to be carved out of him. But it's okay. And she then takes one of these jelly beans and flicks it at 1-1 who's also covered in jelly beans, chat. And they go towards the next car. They open up the goddamn next car, and they see it's like, oh my god. Very different than the jelly bean car, chat. Everything looks like mirrors or chrome, if you will. It's called the chrome car, but Tulip always calls it the mirror car. Like everything is chrome. And they're walking, around this thing, these objects, these fucking Leviathan-sized obelisks, chat, to the chrome. They're everywhere. And they see the exit. They see the exit door, and they just start walking, and they start ice skating on it because it's so slippery and things. Like, oh, this is pretty fucking cool. She's got like her multi-tool, chat. Getting more of the fucking jelly beans out of Atticus's fur, and then eventually they get to the door, chat. And they see the reflections and like, yeah, this is fun. But they get to the door, chat, it doesn't open, and they're like, what the hell do we got to do? Open the door. There's no instructions. There's no one here. It's just so confusing. And then she looks down at her reflection, chat, and her reflection is moving on its own. It's like, ah! And she fucking flips out. And reflection's like, take it easy, girl. Take it easy. She's like, oh my god, you're my reflection, but you're me, but I'm you. What the hell's going on? She's like, listen, this is not the mirror car, you idiot. This is the chrome car, all right? This is where reflections live. And she goes, oh, that's really cool. Well, do you happen to know how to get through the door? She goes, yeah. What we gotta do is we just have to mirror each other perfectly. We gotta mirror each other, just do the opposite of what I do, okay? And we'll flip around, we'll flip realities, okay? And I'll go over to your reality and open the door while you do the same movements too. And it'll all work out for the both of us. And Tulip's like, well, that seems safe. But the Atticus is like, yeah, even though you just spent like several minutes just like cutting my fucking flesh to get the jelly beans out, which I appreciate getting the jelly beans out. I gotta regrow this fur. I don't trust that bitch. I do not trust her in any capacity. And Tulip is like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? And so she does the opposite mirror movement of herself, chat, and they flip realities. They go, whoa! It's like they flip upside down. And now Mirror Tulip, chat, she's here. And she's all chrome. And she opens the door for regular Tulip. And Tulip is like, wow, thanks, Mirror Tulip. And Mirror Tulip's like, I'm free! And she's like, ah, shit. And Mirror Tulip is like, now I can do anything I want. She's like, hey, that's great, really. But we can flip around now, right? You can be free down here. She's like, nah, fuck that. No, you're going to be stuck down. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. She's like, well, you fucking serious? And Atticus and 1-1 are like, no. And Mirror Tulip's like, get out of my way. And she fucking hits both of them, chat. She just runs. She just wants to be free. She wants to go back the way she goddamn came. And, And Tulip was like, no, fucking help me, someone help me. And then, Chad, we see the mirror versions of Atticus and 1-1. And the mirror version of Atticus, he's like, I don't know if we should do that. It's like total opposite, Chad. Like, he's very scared. He doesn't have, like, a very definitive opinion on anything. And 1-1, he's very much a proper robot. He's like, I will call them. And he's got to call the fucking Chrome police, Chat. Them Chrome cops, the Chrome fuzz, if you will, to maintain social and cultural order. And so he calls the Chrome cops, Chat, and also some help for him and Atticus, because, you know, they went through a very tumultuous time. And so the Chrome paramedics show up and they take them, Chad. They take them, but then the fucking Chrome cops come up. And so, Chad, if you need a bad guy, I love it, because this is establishing a lot. This episode is very important in hindsight, especially in the season 2. Because these are the fucking big bads, Chat, of season 2 right here. And, of course, when you have a bad guy, who do you get to voice a bad guy, Chat? Ben Mendelsohn. You get that lispy bastard, Chat, that lispy Australian bastard. Because he comes out, he looks like a guy, he's got like a fucking chrome cowboy hat on, got this long trench coat, he's got like a robot head and shit, it's very terrifying. And he's like, you cold. And Tulip's like, yes, my fucking mirror version of myself is trying to escape. And he's like, we'll get that sliver. And he also has like a good cop, bad cop kind of dynamic, because he has like a one guy with him, his partner, who's like, I'm just happy to be here. He's just really happy to be there. He's just like, wow, you know, I this is kind of weird situation, but we're going to make sure to help you, Prime Tulip. They call her Prime Tulip. And Ben Mendelsohn, he's just like, get this fucking Prime out of my face. And they grab her, and they take her in the back of the car. And, you know, she's like, you're not gonna, like, hurt her or anything. I think she just wants to be free. Even Tulip is like, oh, this got very serious all of a sudden. And he's like, we're not gonna hurt her. We're just going to wipe her from existence. And she's like, wait, what? And they take out these giant industrial-sized sanders, and they are going to literally put these on her body, Chat, and sand her into oblivion. And it's like, she's nothing but a sliver, which apparently is a very derogatory term to say to mere Chrome people, Chat, calling them slivers. And that's what he's gonna go get him. He's got to go get her. And Mirror Tulip is just very upset, because she's like, you called the fucking Chrome cops on me? What the fuck? You called the Chrome police? She's very upset by this. And she just starts fucking running, Chad. The thing is, she's in a whole nother reality. And the Chrome cops, like, we got to somehow get through to that reality. So they just start, this is fucked up. They literally, is so gross and weird. So they take off their heads, and underneath they have like this little just ball with a little mouth. They look like the Koopas. Look, if you had the Koopas from the Mario Bros movie, but they were just like one circular, like, pinball, like a pinball machine, and have a little mouth. And then they have these like gooey masks, Chat, that resemble like these white, like ivory colored masks. And they're filled with all this goop, and they put them on their heads, Chad, and they're all leaking all the time. It's really creepy design. And now they're like, but they have more articulation, because we're going to go into the Prime world, and we have to fit in. You're not fitting in with that creepy, goopy ivory mask, and they're trying to force their way through the Prime world as, like, Tulip, thankfully, she escapes out the back of their car, and she's like, Atticus 1-1, like Prime, Atticus, Prime 1-1, fucking stop creepy Ben Mendelsohn and his very happy partner. And so, this is fucked up. Atticus starts biting the head of Ben Mendelsohn, like ripping at his weird mask, Chat, as like chrome goop starts coming out of it. And 1-1 is just stabbing the eyes. I can't believe it. Starts stabbing the eyes of like his little feet nubs of the happy cop. It's going, he's like, he's screaming as Tulip runs after Mirror Tulip. And she's going back the way that they came from. And so Tulip is like, please, just don't do this. Is trapping me here really worth your freedom? And she says, yeah, for my freedom, it absolutely is. I just want to be, this is a great dynamic. We also see, like, you hear the music for this is beautiful. You hear this music return again as Mirror Tulip's theme. Mirror Tulip later becomes the main protagonist of season 2. That's the big setup here. And her whole thing is that even though she's a denizen of the train, she wants to have her own life. She doesn't want to be on the train anymore. She's followed Tulip her whole life. You know, she's done all the same things like that Tulip has done, like everything. She hates her mirror version, hates video game coding. She hates eating all those goddamn onions. She knows that you've been picking your nose in your room all the goddamn time. She's sick of it, and she just wants to be her own person, experience her own things, and she will sacrifice anything to get that freedom. even the prime version of herself. And this is when the tragedy happens, Chad. It's like, I get her. I get why she wants to do this, Chad, because she's never been a person. She's been denied that her entire existence. And she takes one step out of the car, but her other foot won't leave it. She can't leave the chrome car, Chad. She's bonded to it. And she's like, no, no. And she sees one of the jelly beans on the ground from where they came in, and she just grabs it. She's like, I've never seen something like this before. And she just starts crying. And it's just like, oh my God. Holy shit. She just gets so emotional. And Tulip's like, hey, listen, I can help you, okay? We can help each other out of this, okay? I understand you want to be free. I want to be free too. And, you know, let me help you. And the Mirror Tulip is like, you would help me after I did this all to you? She's like, yes, I would. Yes, I would. She's like, okay, what do you need me to do? You know, what do you need me to do? And Tulip is like, you need to reflect yourself. So they come up with this idea, for the car, like, you have to like match what your reflection does, but Mirror Tulip also has her own reflection. So if she matches that in a specific way, she can then exit the car, which is weird, or come back into the true reality. And so what they do is they flip. So Prime Tulip is now back in the real world. It's like, oh, that's cool. And then she fucking runs to the other end of the car where Atticus and 1-1 are still fucking up Ben Mendelsohn and his friend trying to get through. He's like, you goddamn dirty sliver. And they get to the thing, and so she's like, okay. She takes out one of her multi-tools, shows the mirror. She's like, okay, reflect this. And so she's able to pull herself out. Tulip grabs her, and like, ugh. Mirror Tulip apparently is very heavy, Chad. She's thick, and she pulls her out. And she gets her out of there, Chad. She gets out of there, and now she exists in the primal. They can now leave, and her other mirror version is stuck in the chrome car. And Ben Mendelsohn is like, "We'll fucking get you, Slayer!" And he rips off. It's so gross. He rips off, like, he throws Atticus out of the way. He bashes Atticus. As Atticus and 1-1 start running. And he just pulls him like he's being birthed out of the mirror world, chat. And he takes his entire face off. He's just fucking running at him like got that Tom Cruise run, just trying to kill all of them with the fucking sander, chat. Just and tries to get him. But he can't get out of the chrome car either. He's stopped it. He's stuck in. He's like, fuck you, sliver. And it's like, damn, that's a hard R. That's a very hard R he keeps using. And so then they go into the next car. Tulip, Atticus, 1-1, and Mirror Tulip. They go in the car. It's just pencils. It's just like a bank, except the people are literally anthropomorphic pencils. And they go, huh? And she's like, whoo, we made it. I know this first car isn't exactly exciting for you, but here it is. Mirror Tulip was like, this is amazing. She just can't believe it. He's always been a reflection. Every day I got to experience it. She starts picking up, like, notepads. And he's like, oh, God, it's those pens you always see at the bank. And you got the little metal thing right there. Every time I reflect in that, I always get so queasy. And she's experienced all this. And she's like, oh, my God, this is amazing. Thank you, Tulip. Thank you. And she goes, hey, no problem, dude. Well, I mean, hey, let's go. And she's like, nah, I'm sorry. I've been with you for so long. I just want to do things. And Tulip finishes her sentence. You want to do things on your own. She's like, I want to do that. I want to do that. And we know it's like the little reflection thing that she was on. She had the little mirror. It's stuck to her now. And, she's like, well, you can hide that. It's weird how they come up with how she's able to reflect herself. But it doesn't matter. It's like stuck to her, and that's what keeps her in that world. And she's like, well, you just, good luck. And I hope you're able to find what you want and that you enjoy your freedom. And they shake hands, chat, and they go their separate ways. And that's the end of the episode. It's a very great episode, chat. I just love the idea of they want the same thing. They want their freedom, but really, like, Mirror Tulip has never had it, and then she's being pursued because of who she is. And it sets up a really cool dynamic with another character she later meets in season 2. And just a very dark storyline. Ben Mendelsohn's a son of a bitch in the show. Like, you thought he was bad here. Wait until season 2. I absolutely love season 2. It gets very, very dark. And Mirror Tulip becomes the main protagonist of season 2. And she's also voiced by Anthony Johnson, but she's a very different character. I absolutely love it. Do the mouth thing again, Juicy. What's the mouth thing? Sliver. That one? Hello, Sliver. Troy knows. Joe Halcyon, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well. Good job on all the recent streams, man. I've been watching the VODs. Good work. But no, this is one of my favorite episodes of season 1. It gets really dark. Next one's even darker. But I love the introduction of Mir Tulip and Ben Mendelsohn, his partner, because they are evil motherfuckers. Or at least Ben Mendelsohn certainly is. They do some nasty things, is all I'll say. No, the pincer mouth thing? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know the pincer mouth. I don't know. I don't even know what I did. Nar, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To Mike Yarm. Mick Yarm. Thank you so much, Nar. Welcome, Nar Joe. Whew. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed my review for Infinity Train Episode 7, The Chrome Car. It sets a lot of things in motion. Wow, we got a new follower here, too. Yalam Bipao. Thank you so much, Yalam Bipao. Appreciate that. Also, what's up, Chris? Thanks for everything, my friend. Absolutely helped my. Oh, no, I'm glad to hear it, man. I'm glad to see that. No, I even saw you got some new equipment, too. Very cool. You got a green screen? No, that's awesome to hear. Very, very nice. Very nice, chat. Please do check out Joe Halcyon streams. Give him a follow in the description if possible. Plays a variety of games, Mir Chris is the Ben Mendelsohn voice. No, he does. Sliver. he kills it. He kills in the show. He's so goddamn good. He's very ominous. But no, chat, I hope you enjoyed both reviews, chat, for Snakes on a Plane and Infinity Train Episode 7, The Chrome Car. We will now be getting into gameplay.